Election Commission doesn't spend so much money, huge, humongous amount of money, no such thing. Then who is doing it? It is the political parties. Political parties are spending money. Where do they get this money from? Practically, there are constitutional issues on that. You just ask them, any political party, whether the money that they will save, will they use it for setting up factories and constructing roads and all that kind of thing? I don't think any political party will do that.
One nation, one election. A proposal if implemented can be like a game changer. How do you answer it?
See, either 50s in 1952 election both to parliament and the assemblies. So they started together. In the 60s, towards the end of 60s, there was political instability in the states and all that. So assemblies had to be dissolved and governments fell and all that sort of thing happened. Then cycle break cheyidallo. Pinne parliament 1969 parliament 1970 parliament then dissolved cheyidu. Parliament means Lok Sabha dissolved cheyidu. I think about almost 2 years before the expiry of the term, normal expiry of the term. And that cycle was broken. So after that it was very difficult. It's not a practical problem. Theoretically it is okay. If you are able to do it, then so that is what we were doing in 50s and 60s. But practically there are constitutional issues on that. State election, the government has come, and the assembly has another 5 years to go. Parliament in the election, March, May, April, May. Pass a election, all these assemblies will have to be dissolved. That even assembly constituted. The constitutional problem is that it is actually the prerogative of a state government to advise the governor to dissolve the assembly, not by the central government. Central government has no role in that. They can't intervene. They can intervene only when there is a breakdown of a constitutional machinery. It is the prerogative of the government, state government. State government governor dissolve cheyan. That politicians political parties government run cheyyunnu. But naturally they look to their own advantage. If an early dissolution and early elections will help them according to their calculations, then they can do that. They can advise the governor to dissolve the assembly. How are you going to do this? The constitution every assembly shall, unless sooner dissolved, shall continue for 5 years. 5 years period. This 5 years period, unless sooner dissolved, dissolved. Dissolution the power it is vested in the state government. But state government is central direction issue. But direction legitimately issued 365 operative update. There will be, then they can easily take over things and dissolve the assembly. Union cannot issue a direction to the governor or state government to dissolve the assembly. That you can't do under the present constitution.
Pradhana Mantri thaniyana proposal munnottu vechirikkunnathu. The constitutional specification of
work out actually I'm not privy to that. I don't know what exactly have they discussed and all that. Law Commission Law Commission report the logic understanding the basis this is and it will create problems. That is Pinne. Is there any guarantee that there won't be political instability in any state? Maybe the parliament itself will have to be dissolved at some stage. It can happen so long as we have a democracy here. This kind of a thing can happen. So there is always a possibility.
Cost factor point out additional cost.
See, additional cost, when you look at this cost factor, we should know that cost is incurred by two agencies. One is the Election Commission, that is the government. The other is the political parties. Okay. Election Commission cost is abnormal increase. There is no empirical evidence for that. That is maybe 10,000 crores or something. It's not a big amount in a country like India. That's a phenomenal increase. So when you look at the cost factor, Election Commission doesn't spend so much money, humongous amount of money. No such thing. Then who is doing it? It is the political parties. Political parties are spending money. Where do they get this money from? So that, of course, is a different issue. But they are spending it. Now, the question is, we just ask them, any political party, whether the money that they will save, by the implementation of this process, the money that they will save, will they use it for setting up factories and constructing roads and all that kind of thing? I don't think any political party will do that. Then, so what is the point in talking about this cost factor? I'm not very much impressed by that.